if you ask me, one of the critical challenges that we have, whether when we are working or when we have relationships, whether it's social or it's work related, one of the challenges that we have is how to get along with each other. And one of the biggest problems when it comes to getting along with each other is in the place of how we communicate or in the place of our communication. So I needed to begin to learn because I also had a problem with communication. So I began to learn how it is that I can make my communication with others better. But actually, if you look at life, you realize that even at the very beginning, the problems of life began when Adam failed in the place of communication. See, he wasn't talking to his wife Eve, and so someone else was talking to her. So I needed to find how I could better my communication so that I could get people to get along with me. Because if people get along with me, they will go along with me a lot more easier. So I found these 5 things that are very critical for you to effectively communicate with your team, with your friends, your inner circle, and anyone it is that you are working with, your community, wherever. And look at these 5 things. Stay with me. Number 1 is you got to remember that the message is critical. See, the reason for communication is what needs to be said. Many times people want to say what they have to say, but you see, what you have to say is not what is needed at the moment. So you've got to craft your message in a way that it focuses on what you need to say. See, when you say what you have to say, a lot of times you injure people's emotions. You hurt people because you are saying what you have to say. A lot of times I hear people say, I need to give him a piece of your mind. Please don't give everyone a piece of your mind, because after you are done, you might have nothing left in your mind to give to anyone. So the first thing is the message. Think about it. The second thing is the audience, the person that you're going to be communicating with. You see, communication is not about you. And we need to understand that communication is not about what has been said. It's actually about what has been heard. The person you are talking to must be able to hear you loud and clear for you to say that you have communicated. So you need to be thinking about the person and not about yourself. Many times when we are communicating, we are thinking about ourselves, how we feel, what we know, what we think. But most of your thoughts should be in line with the person you are communicating with. How do they receive the communication? There are those who want it short and punchy. There are those who want you to tell them stories. And there are those who want you to give them details. You've got to find out what kind of person you are communicating with so that you can know how to really, really communicate. The third thing I found that has helped me with communication is how I communicate. That talks about your body language and your tonality. See, tones are very important, and that's because, like Angelo said, people may not remember what you did, they may not remember what you said, they will never forget how you made them feel. That place of feeling comes without tonality. Where I come from, they usually say that I'm sorry can actually have a male version or a female version. That's funny, right? But if you are from there, you'll understand what I'm talking about. But there's a male version of sorry and a female version. What does that mean? It means there's a way you say sorry and I will accept it. There's a way you say sorry and I won't accept it. So apology has to be done in the right frame of tonality. And your body language. Do not say things that your face is not communicating. So you've got to be able to feel it for them to feel it. So say it in a way that they will feel it. Your tone is very, very important. The third thing is the timing. You've got to answer the timing question. When actually should you be saying what needs to be said? On a lighter mood, I'm still waiting for a day that somebody will go to the graveside to go and propose to a woman. I don't think that would happen. Why? Because it's going to be difficult for her to say yes, even if she wants to say yes. That place is not a place for such a proposition. So what do? You look for the right kind of place. Maybe a restaurant, maybe a cool environment, maybe it might be your home or her home, but the environment just has to be right. You've got to create that kind of environment. You've got to have the right kind of environment. You've got to have the right kind of time if you are going to communicate. So 5 things here: what you want to say, who you are saying it to, how you say it, the time at which you say it, and the environment in which you say it. My name is Bisi Akande-The. I'm called Inspirer, and I just want to add value